As you grow old, you have been told, stay warm of heart, keep out the cold. Now that you know, reap what you sow. You have been warned, you have been warned. Krampus is here. Ho, 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 everyone. It's Christmas time, sort of. We're going to each be doing a Christmas movie to celebrate the holiday season. And I'm going to start us off with Krampus. Krampus. It's a horror movie made in 2015, I think. And I just wanted to show you blokes it. So, initial thoughts.
Boy, was this a movie that was during the holidays. I felt that the movie was I
really liked it. I thought it was really good. It was it's a nice, like, it's not a horror comedy, but it's close. It has funny parts, but I mean there's definitely parts that are like supposed to be scary and like,
Yeah.
but there were parts while scary things were happening where I laughed because for whatever reason the editor decided to throw in like real cartoonish sound.
Well, it's also, I mean, it's like the characters are taking everything seriously, but the things that are happening are so weird and random and silly that like it like lends itself to being funny, but it's also like scary at the same time because like it's creepy and weird and all this stuff, and because it's like it's initially silly stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
But also would be horrifying if it were actually happening.
Yes, yes, it'd be very terrifying. It didn't make it less enjoyable for me. It kind of bumped up those parts too. Like because it's just, I don't know, it was so random and unexpected. But overall I liked it. You know, the actors were good. They had a pretty good stable of actors.
Yeah, so I'm maybe not as excited about it as you guys were, because I liked it. I thought it was fun, but I was kind of having a hard time trying to figure out what like the tone of it was, because it kind of switched back and forth between horror and comedy a little bit. So I don't know. I thought there were parts that were funny and parts that were intense, but it's kind of didn't straddle that line very well for me.
Yeah, I would say that this is like similar to a movie like Gremlins, where like Gremlins has some pretty like creepy and like sort of scary stuff in it, but it's like got a kind of fun, silly tone to it, which I think this has. So I would say that those two movies are kind of like in the same vein of all that. You gonna hang yourself?
These lights are burning my back.
You're messing up all of the.
What are you gonna do?
It's ruining Christmas.
Why don't you sick Krampus on me then?
Maybe.
I might. But yeah, I like Adam Scott. I remember when I first watched this, he gave me a lot of Tom Cruise from War of the Worlds vibes.
Okay.
And since that was a movie we already talked about,
Yep.
I kind of thought, that's kind of funny. Well, I'm going to bring that up.
If you haven't checked out that episode, the link will be in the description.
The link is right here or up here.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell.
It's either down here or up yours. I don't know.
I like Adam Scott too.
Yeah.
There were some parts where Adam Scott says like some lines where he's just like, "Oh, great," or "Oh, you're kidding me," like during when things are happening.
Just knowing lines, like he's like knows the audience is thinking this as well, sort of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Kind
so
of.
it's sort of speaking, like it's like just a commentary on what's happening.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an actual like word for it, but yeah, I get what you mean.
I like the beginning where the family is all like, they have like this family dynamic. I thought they showed that pretty well with like the tension between like the in-laws or like the cousins, I guess, or whatever it was.
Yeah, the extended family.
Yeah. I like that. I thought that was like kind of almost the better part of the film. I don't know.
Really?
Because I like you're kind of like, it was funny is what I meant. It's like
Was it relatable to you?
yes.
Mm.
Cousins. And so I thought that was fun. I liked that. And then like, I don't know when we want to get into it, but there's the daughter, and she goes out to her boyfriend's house. Are we gonna get into that yet?
Just go ahead and
All
talk
right.
about it.
So like, I think there's like, that's when the tone shifts right there a little bit, is when she is walking to her boyfriend's house and there is a creature on one of the roofs, and I was like, holy Scheissnadernal, like that is a crazy creature. And I was like, what's gonna happen? And I thought that was nice and intense. I like that. And they didn't quite give away the monster yet, because it showed he chased her and you couldn't really see what he looked like. And
He was just a big lumbering beast with giant horns.
yeah.
That's all you could really see.
Yeah.
I really like the creature design in this.
Yeah.
Like, it's really fun, and it's like 80% of it is practical, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I specifically love the Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
The giant Jack in the Box that eats children.
Yeah.
That's
that
my
was
favorite.
really good.
Especially when he's like... It's so good when Krampus is coming. He's so excited, and then he's
he hugs the elf when it goes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, they're so sweet.
I like he was kind of like it with his mouth.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought of too.
Yeah.
Could be mostly because he's a clown with
Yeah.
a weird mouth. I want to go back to the intro,
Sure.
like the credit sequence, when it shows.
Yeah.
It's like with like, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas is playing, and that's like juxtaposed to like people literally like stepping over, like trampling each other to get like gifts at like the
We
supermarket.
see a foot pushed off of a body.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's like the comedy aspect of it. Like it's set up as like a comedy. I don't know.
I thought it was pretty funny throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was laughing through even some of the horror parts. That
Yeah.
seemed
Well, yeah,
pretty
but,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, the intro specifically is like, it really like gives that first like punch of like, whoa, this is gonna be pretty crazy, because you know there's people that are like fist fighting, and then there you see like the security guards are like tasering people, and it's like slow mo, and you like see their faces, and people are just like.
Well, and it's also just the introduction of the theme of the movie, and like how Christmas is just commercialized and hope is lost with Christmas, basically.
Right. Well, and no one's like grateful or there's no like goodwill towards man, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So the little creatures that accompany Krampus.
Oh, his elves and his
Elves.
toys.
I like the elves. Those were cool.
Yeah, they had like really cool masks and stuff.
But the gingerbread men, I don't know.
That's where it really like connects to like Gremlins for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's very Gremlins-y.
I thought I was trying to listen, and they sounded a little bit like Ewoks with their vocals.
They just sounded like gremlins to me.
Okay. And maybe like Jawas. I was trying to figure out if maybe like a mixture of the two, but I thought they were stupid. Because I don't know, they just kind of, it was just CGI. What is this, Shrek or whatever? You know?
It was funny though.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed them.
Okay. I wanted real gingerbread cookies.
All right.
Okay.
But,
Did you want him to do like stop motion or something?
I don't know. Yeah,
An animatronic gingerbread man?
Yes. Also, like there was like that doll. I thought that was actually pretty scary.
That was the scariest part for me. Was
Yeah.
that like angel-looking doll?
Yeah.
Oh my god! And, like her like tongue comes out and starts licking Toni Collette's face, and I'm like, oh my god!
It's because like those are like dolls that are at grandma's houses, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like every time I see one of those, it's scary, even though I know it's fake.
When we were little kids staying at our grandparents' house, and we go into that room and Grandma's like, I got it all set up for you. And there's just thousands of scary dolls. And I'm like, Grandma's, no! Get them out!
Trauma from your Omi?
Omi, yes.
Which is a good segue to talk about the grandma, Omi.
Which I really like that sequence, the animated sequence.
It kind of felt like a, I don't know, like Coraline type. Like that's what the animation was like, you know. Sure. I felt like or like Nightmare Before Christmas, you know. Like
it's just because it's stop motion doesn't
I know,
mean
but
it's
like
a Tim Burton looking.
No. It looks like the character, the main girl, looks like Naomi or whatever when she's younger.
To me, it kind of reminded me of a mix between like Klaus, that Christmas movie that came out like a couple of years ago or a year ago, and the Deathly Hallows fairy tale. Because it has some like sort of like paper-esque people in it.
Moments.
Yeah, but it also has like a 3D, like she's like 3D, and everything else around her is like it's like a storybook style. I thought it was really good. I thought the style was good and effective.
I just kind of, I mean, I liked it, but I liked like the visual of it, but it just kind of seemed weird to inside. Like there was like no, it was just like a transition into a cartoon, you know. So it's kind of.
Yeah, the movies have done that.
Sure, but
it's a backstory, and they just want to differentiate it and do a little style to it.
Sure,
I think it's cool.
All right,
I think it's cool when movies do that.
Well, because it's Krampus is a kid's story, or it's like folklore designed to scare kids into being good.
Yeah,
you know, like if you're not good, then Krampus will come and he will take you in his sack.
You'll tickle my sack?
Yeah.
Is that what you said, Grandma? I do think my biggest thing I feel like with this movie is I do think it could have benefited from an R rating.
It
like
wasn't?
even what?
It wasn't?
like just slap an R on there and it's good, or edit it to be more R-rated.
Like so specifically, one of the parts that felt kind of like lame to me was when they have escaped the house and they're all running away and trying to get to the little like snowmobile thing, whatever. And everyone just mostly just starts getting sucked into the snow. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I feel like if this was rated R, they would have done more interesting kills with that.
Yeah, okay.
Like, because like 3 people literally get pulled into the snow one after the other. And I'm like, I feel like, you know, if they were allowed to be a little more creative with like showing some like gruesome, not like overly gruesome, but like just more interesting kills.
Well,
I think that could have made it a little bit more fun and interesting.
I was gonna say that too, but what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, like, even just to have like a fountain of blood come out of the like after someone gets pulled in, you just see blood just
And
Because
then it
red looks
freezes.
really good over snow. Oh yeah,
It freezes in
like
midair.
blood sickles. That would have been pretty good.
That would have been rad.
Because it's like a blizzard, and it's just like
Yeah.
as soon as it
Blood
shoots up, it's
and
just
it just freezes as it falls.
yeah.
Oh man, why didn't this do that?
I don't know, but I was gonna say that too. That like it would have been better because with these type of movies, you need like cool deaths to make it
Yeah.
interesting.
Hmm.
I thought that would have. So I agree with you there.
Yeah, I liked when one of the twins like gets eaten by the
Jack in the
Box. I liked that, and that was like the hardest that this ever went.
Yeah.
Well,
in
I
terms
like.
of that.
I also liked that Howie Jr.
Oh, the boy.
Oh, when he gets
Yeah.
pulled up the chimney.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Uh,
Just to like have sort of an initial, like, everybody is involved in this like part of it, you know. So like the grab onto him, and then he
even if it was just like a tame R, I think it could have been like a little bit better in that regard.
I will say that if I ever become a parent and my little baby is being taken away by scary elves out the window, that was pretty freaky, I would say. Like, not like gruesome or anything, but I felt like that was a scary scene.
Yeah. And then the ant or whatever gets pulled out with a wing sound.
yeah.
That was kind of comedic because she says like a one-liner, doesn't
She's
she?
like, I'll see you now.
Yeah.
Just like wing. Yeah. Like that was one of the sounds, and then another one was when Howie is getting pulled to the. It's like he hits his head like on the fire. Yeah, it's like, and then Adam Scott's like fighting off like a toy robot on his back, and then he like hits his head on a bucket or something, and it's like, it's like the same stock sound.
I think it's good.
I mean, I thought it was funny, and then like ultimately it didn't like take away anything. But if it was trying to be a more serious horror movie, then that would have instantly.
And that's why I think the tone is right in being like a sort of Gremlins thing, because like they kept it PG-13 so that it could be a like more funny and enjoyable horror movie instead of a more gruesome one.
Yeah.
I do think it could have been a little bit more gruesome, but you know, I'm just a messed up little boy, but I like scary violence sometimes, especially from monster movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Krampus himself was a really good like practical effect. The way that the costume looked. He's kind of
got like a mask on his face. And, like you can see his like goat eyes under the mask too.
Yeah, and he's sort of like almost like mocking Santa by dressing up like him.
And with his bag of toys and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I like that part when he's like opening up the underworld.
Yeah.
To drop them in. It's so cool.
Yeah. So at first I thought the ending was lame.
Yeah. I noticed.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I was like, just wait.
Yeah, I figured there was going to be something else.
He wakes up, it was all just a dream. And then he comes down and like
everything's too good to be true.
Everything, yeah. There's like
along.
There's like a soft vignette over everything, and he's just like, oh man, like everything's all right. And then Omi, hands him a gift, and he's still just like, he's on a high, dude. Just like, oh man, I love Christmas. I love my family. Like everything worked out. It was all just a dream. I was like, it was just like that typical, like, I appreciate the things I have now. But then he opens his present that Omi gives him, and it's a bell that says Krampus on it. And then everybody
starts like remembering everything.
Yeah, they like realize, like, what? Wait. And then like it just flashes all these different like little different sound bites from like all along the movie, and then it pans out. They're in a snow globe in a room that's full of other snow globes. Like their house is inside of a snow globe, and then as it pans out, you see more of them.
They're like in purgatory, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. They're in like Krampus's workshop or whatever.
They're allowed to stay in purgatory instead of going to the underworld. As long as they just keep repeating Christmas, it seems. Yeah, I like it. I like how it ends.
Yeah, because it was subversive, and I liked that a lot.
I wasn't sure how I felt about the last sort of stupid little scary jump scare of all the creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should have been
whatever.
3D. If you're watching 3D, it would have been good.
Whoa. All right. So what do you guys rate this one?
Right. So, I mean, I think I would give it a side thumb. There were parts that I liked, and I laughed at parts, but it's one of those movies that I might watch again, but I'm not going to make it a routine classic that I watch every year.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I liked it. I liked the music. I liked the different practical elements and the costume designs and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, I agree with you that it's it's not something I'm gonna watch every single year. It's not gonna be a go-to Christmas movie, but I had a good time watching it. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun with this movie. A couple things I didn't mention was I also really like the lighting. Thought that's really good. Also a couple set designs, especially the boyfriend's house when they go there and the chimney's all cracked open and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that stuff's really cool. Costumes and monsters and all that, really great. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It's not best, but it's still really fun to watch and have a good old jolly time.
Thanks for watching.
Merry Christmas.
And be good.
Krampus must be really good at cuddling us.